Welcome, everyone. Right now, I want you to pause whatever you're doing. Take a seat, close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself this honest question. Am I truly living, or am I merely going through the motions of existence? People dream of seeing the world, owning their ideal car, living freely, having wealth, inner peace, love, respect, happiness, running their own business, being in a relationship that makes them feel alive. Essentially, a life that feels meaningful. But here's the real question. What actions are you taking today to achieve all that? What steps are you taking right now to build the life you always dreamed of? Are you still endlessly scrolling on social media? Still watching random videos and wasting time? Still coming up with excuses for why you haven't started? Still staying up too late? Still afraid to fail? Still waiting for things to magically improve? Pay attention. This life is real. This world is real. But your time is limited. You don't get a do-over. There's no reset button. You're not going to be born again to try all this once more. This is your one life. Right here. Right now. In this video, I'm not going to give you empty motivation. I'm giving you a mirror to look at your reality, to help you wake up from the sleep you didn't even realize you were in. You want to change your life. You want to speak English fluently. You want to make more money. You want confidence, power, success, and to be unstoppable. Then don't just watch this video. Feel it. Listen deeply. Listen with awareness. Listen like your future depends on it, because it truly does. And if you want more videos like this, real talk without fake sugarcoating, then subscribe now. We always bring something meaningful, something useful. We're not just here to help you speak better English. We're here to help you change your life. Let's begin. Let's discover how to stop wasting this one rare and beautiful life you've been given. Lesson 1. Time is your life. Don't throw it away. Here's the truth. You're not wasting time. Time is passing you by. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," every extra hour you spend scrolling through Instagram, every time you hit the snooze button and go back to bed, you're not just delaying things. You're actively losing pieces of your life. You may not feel it today, but life is quietly moving forward. Every second slips away. You're aging. Your energy is fading. Your parents are getting older. And your dreams are waiting, but they won't wait forever. Ask yourself, what did you do yesterday? What did you do the day before? And what are your plans for tomorrow? Still no progress? Still the same routine? Still waiting for someday? That someday is an illusion. Your dreams don't care about your excuses. The world isn't interested in your reasons. The only thing that matters is what you actually do. Solution. Treat your time like it's more valuable than gold. Write out your daily plan. Focus on doing one meaningful thing each day that brings you closer to your goals. Cut out at least 1 hour of social media use and spend it learning, reading, or growing. Time can either work for you or against you. The choice is yours. Lesson 2. Stop blaming. Start building. You are in charge of your life. Not your parents. Not your friends. Not your boss. Not the government. You. Just you. People waste years stuck in their complaints. I didn't go to a good school. My family doesn't help me. I don't have the money. I'm too busy. I don't have the talent. All of that? Just noise. Do you know who actually wins in life? The ones who say, "I don't care what I lacked. I'll create something from nothing." Look at the most successful people around. Many of them started with nothing, no money, no support, no guidance. But they had one thing, the hunger to change everything. Example, Oprah Winfrey, born in poverty, experienced abuse as a child. Today she's a billionaire, globally respected. She didn't waste her life in blame. She used her pain to build something powerful. Solution. Accept your past, but don't let it define your future. Say this to yourself every day. I am responsible for my life. Write your problems on paper. Then write down one solution for each and act on it, no matter how small. You are not powerless. You are not unlucky. You're just not using your inner strength yet. Lesson 3. Your comfort zone is a silent trap. Escape it. Maybe your days look like this. Wake up, check your phone, eat, Scroll Instagram, watch random videos, maybe study a little, sleep, repeat. Feels easy, feels relaxing, but it's a slow death. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Dreams die quietly when you stay too safe. Success exists far outside the comfort zone. Want to speak fluent English? Then speak even if you make 100 mistakes. Want to start a business? Then begin even if you fail 10 times. Most people never even try. Why? Because they fear discomfort. They fear failing. They fear being judged. Let them judge. Let them doubt. You keep going. Example, think of a seed. If it stays buried, it'll never become a tree. It must break the ground, face the sun, the wind, and only then does it grow. You're just like that. Solution. Every day, do one thing that scares you. Speak English even if you're nervous. Apply for the job. Post that video. Join the class. Fail loudly and proudly because real success never comes from playing it safe. Lesson 4. I'll do it later is the biggest lie you keep telling yourself. Let's be brutally honest. If you're someone who always says, I'll do it later, then you need to hear this. You're not delaying, you're lying to yourself. And every time you lie, you move further from the life you want. Quietly, slowly, permanently. That voice saying later is laziness. It's fear. It's your weaker self holding you back. Later doesn't mean you'll actually do it. It often means you never will. Look around. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who wait for the perfect moment. They act now even when they're not ready, even when they're scared. They move because they know later often becomes never. You keep saying you'll learn English, start working out, begin a side hustle, fix your sleep, read more, meditate, but when? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time doesn't wait. It won't send you a warning before it's over. It just ends. And when it does, all you'll have is regret. The worst pain there is. Example. You had a plan to start your YouTube channel 2 years ago, but you didn't. Why? Fear. Delay. Now someone else is living that dream, and you're watching them thinking, that could have been me. Solution. Set a 10-minute timer and begin. Whatever the task, start it right now. Stop overthinking. Say to yourself, if I don't begin now, I never will. Don't aim for perfect. Just take action. One small step now beats 100 perfect ideas later. Quietly, slowly, and permanently, that's how it happens. Saying, I'll do it later is not planning. It's the voice of laziness, the whisper of fear, the weaker version of you trying to keep you stuck. It doesn't mean you'll actually do it later. It usually means you don't want to do it at all. Look around. The people who succeed in life are never the ones who keep postponing. They're the ones who take action right now, this second. They move forward even when they're scared. They don't wait to be ready. They take the first step because they know that later usually turns into never. You keep saying you want to learn English, then start today. You say you'll exercise, start a side hustle, read more, fix your sleep, or start meditating. But when does later really come? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time doesn't follow your schedule. It doesn't wait. You won't get a warning when it runs out. One day, it will simply stop, and all that will remain is regret, the heaviest, most painful feeling in the world. Example. You had a plan to start a YouTube channel 2 years ago, but you didn't. Why? Because you were afraid. Because you said later. Now someone else is doing exactly what you wanted to do. Someone else is living the dream you imagined. And you sit there watching their videos thinking, that could have been me. Solution. Set a 10-minute timer and begin immediately. Whatever it is, just start. Stop thinking about every detail. Tell yourself this. If I don't begin now, I probably never will. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. One action now beats 100 perfect plans for someday. Lesson 5. Stop thinking, start doing. Your mind can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. And for most people today, their own mind has become their prison. Why? Because they overthink everything and act on nothing. You want to start a business? You spend months thinking about it. You want to speak English? You watch videos, take notes, but never actually talk. You want to go to the gym? You plan your workouts, buy new clothes, download fitness apps, but never step through the gym doors. Overthinking is draining the life out of you. You get mentally exhausted before you even begin. You imagine all the ways you might fail long before you try. You write a full story of defeat before even showing up. That's why you stay stuck. Thinking is useful, but only for a short time. After that, it turns into fear. And fear always lies. You don't need all the answers to get started. You just need to begin. You want to improve your English? Don't just watch inspiring videos. Speak, write, listen daily. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Record your voice. Make as many mistakes as you need to. You don't need permission. You don't need flawless English. You need action. Example: imagine someone who wants to learn swimming. They read every book about it, watch 50 tutorials by the perfect swimsuit, and ask for tips from swimmers, but never get into the water. Will they ever learn? No. That's exactly what you're doing with your dreams. Solution: think for 10 minutes, then act for 10 hours. Build momentum. Let action become your habit. Turn off the overthinking, and let your body move. Let your life move. Because success never comes from just thinking. Comes from doing. Lesson 6. Be that guy. Not the lazy one. Not the one who always complains. Not the one who quits when things get hard. Be the one who goes the extra mile. The one who does what others avoid. Be the one who wakes up early while others are still sleeping. The one who studies when others are wasting time. The one who speaks up when others stay silent. The one who believes in himself when everyone else is laughing. The one who keeps moving when everyone else gives up. Be the person who motivates others without even saying a word. Not everyone will believe in you, and that's perfectly fine. Not everyone will support you, and that's okay too. You must support yourself. You must believe in yourself. People will question you. They'll say you've changed. Let them. You weren't born to stay the same. You're here to grow, to improve, to become someone whose success speaks louder than words. In every family, in every circle of friends, there's always one person who rises. The one who proves the world wrong. Why not you? Why do you assume success belongs to someone else? Why not you? Solution: each morning ask yourself, what would a disciplined person do today? Then do exactly that. Dress like success. Speak like success. Move like success. Don't announce your goals. Let your results do the talking. Be that person who, years from now, everyone remembers because you changed everything. Lesson 7. You versus you. Your greatest battle isn't with the outside world. It's not your friend, not your family, not your job, not your phone. It's with you. It's with the part of you that wants to give up. The part that says, I'm tired. The voice that tells you, it's okay to stay average. The one that says, just relax. That version of you is the enemy, and you have to fight it every single day. It's you versus you. That's the real fight. It's the lazy version of you versus the ambitious version. The fearful you versus the bold you. The sleepy you versus the driven you. The comfort-seeking you versus the world-changing you. Every morning you have a choice. Which one wins today? Will it be the person who scrolls endlessly for 3 hours, or the one who reads 10 pages of a book? The one who stays up until 2 a.m. watching useless content, or the one who's building their future? Only you can answer that. Imagine 2 wolves inside you. One is weak, negative, full of excuses. The other is strong, confident, and full of desire. Do you know which one grows? The one you feed. Solution: eliminate lazy habits. Keep track of your daily choices. Every time you choose growth, write it down. Celebrate the small wins. Little by little, your identity will shift. This isn't a game. It's a war. And the battle is you versus you. Lesson 8. Build your willpower. If you don't train your willpower, your emotions will run your life. And here's the hard truth. Your feelings are not your friends. They lie to you. You don't always feel like waking up early. You don't feel like working out. You don't feel like studying English today. You don't feel like chasing your goals. Congratulations. You just handed your entire future over to your mood. Let me ask you a serious question. Do you want to build a strong, successful life? Or do you want to follow your feelings like a little kid? Willpower means doing the right thing even when you don't feel like it. Even when your body says no, you rise up and say yes. Even when your mind says, I can't, your inner voice whispers, watch me. People who win in life are not always motivated. They're the ones who stay consistent. They show up when they're tired. They keep going when they're heartbroken, broke, or scared, because they've developed something powerful, willpower. And willpower isn't magic. It's a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Let's say you want to stop using your phone after 10 p.m. First, you'll mess up. You'll scroll again. You'll fail. But if you keep trying, turning it off, keeping it in another room, writing down your goal, that power will grow. Eventually, you'll be the kind of person who controls their habits, not someone whose habits control them. Solution: start small. Pick one thing you've been avoiding and do it anyway. Train your discipline every single day. Celebrate completing the task, not avoiding it. Talk to yourself like a leader. I don't break promises to myself. Because the moment you master your willpower, you take back control of your life. Lesson 9. Comparison is destroying you. Let's be clear. If you keep comparing yourself to others, you will never feel happy. Most people hate their lives because they spend too much time watching others live theirs. You scroll through Instagram. You see people with better bodies, nicer cars, perfect English, more likes, more success, and suddenly you hate yourself. You start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why is their life so perfect while mine's a mess? But here's the truth. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You see a 15-second clip of their life and compare it to your full 24-hour day. You don't see their failures, their pain, their lonely nights, the days they wanted to quit. You don't see how many times they cried themselves to sleep or almost gave up. Still, you let comparison steal your confidence. Here's something raw and honest. The fastest way to kill your progress is by comparing it to someone else's success. You have your own journey, your own timeline, your own battles, your own path. If a rose and a sunflower start comparing their beauty, they'll both forget how beautiful they really are. Stop looking left and right. Look straight ahead. This is your race. And your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Solution: unfollow people who make you feel like you're not enough. Measure your growth by who you were last month, not by who someone else is today. Turn comparison into motivation. Be inspired, but never ashamed. You weren't born to be like them. You were born to become the best version of you. Lesson 10. Don't take advice from the wrong people. Not everyone giving advice is worth listening to. If you want to build a house, you don't ask someone living under a broken roof. If you want to get rich, you don't ask your broke friend. If you want to speak fluent English, don't ask the person who's afraid to speak a single word. You ask people who've done it, who've walked the road, who've failed and succeeded. The internet is full of opinions, but most of them come from people who have no experience. Don't let these voices distract you. You're the driver of your life. Don't take directions from someone who's never left the driveway. Example: your uncle says, don't start a business. It's too risky. But has he ever started one? No. He's worked the same job for 30 years. So why let that stop you? Solution: before you take someone's advice, ask yourself, have they achieved what I'm aiming for? If the answer is yes, listen. If not, be polite but move on. Don't be rude, but don't be naive either. Protect your dreams. One bad opinion from the wrong person can delay your goals for years. Lesson 11. Pick yourself. This world won't choose you. They won't clap for you in the beginning. They won't support you when you're just starting. They'll only notice you when you've already made it. So what do? Pick yourself. Stop waiting for someone to say, you're good enough. Stop waiting for the right call, the right message, the right opportunity. Choose yourself. You weren't made to wait. You were made to start, to create, to lead. The most successful people, they didn't wait for someone to believe in them. They believed in themselves first. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before anyone said yes to Harry Potter. What if she gave up? She didn't. She picked herself and the world followed. Solution: put your name on the door. Launch that channel. Write that book. Start that podcast. Apply even if you're scared. Say to yourself, I don't need to be picked. I pick myself. Every day. Because when you believe in yourself so deeply, eventually the world will have no choice but to notice. Lesson 12. No risk, no story. You want a life worth talking about? Then understand this. You don't get greatness without taking risks. Nothing legendary is built inside a comfort zone. No leader ever made history by playing it safe. If you want an extraordinary life, you can't live like everyone else. Everyone you admire, every champion, every billionaire, every inspiration, they all took big risks. They gave up their time, their peace, their comfort, their safety, sometimes even their hearts. But you know what? Without risk, your life stays quiet, empty, predictable, forgettable. And when your life ends, nobody remembers how carefully you played it. Lesson 12 continued: no risk, no story. People won't remember how careful you were. They'll remember what you created, what you risked, what you dared to build. Take this example. You're scared to speak English in public because people might laugh. So you stay quiet. And 1 year turns into 10. You still don't speak. You still don't grow. But what if you spoke up? Just once. And it changed everything. What if one small act of courage gave you 10 years of reward? Solution: take one bold step today. Speak. Apply. Build. Message. Post. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Then ask, what if it actually works? Because without risk, there is no fire, no growth, no passion, no story. So stop hiding. Be the one who tried. Be the one who jumped. Be the one with scars, not the one with regrets. Lesson 13. The clock is ticking. Time won't wait for you. It won't pause because you're tired. It won't slow down because you're afraid. It won't stop just because you're not ready. Life is moving. Every second that passes is gone forever. And the worst part? You won't even realize how much you've lost until one day you wake up. 10 years older, looking in the mirror with tears in your eyes, whispering, what happened to my dreams? You're not too young. You're not too old. You're not too busy. You're just making excuses. So ask yourself, when are you finally going to stop watching others succeed and start building your own life? Will you let your dreams rot in your head until they die quietly? Or will you look yourself in the eye and say, no more delays, no more wasting time. I'm ready now. Let me be clear. Regret is far more painful than failure. Failure lasts a moment. Regret can haunt you forever. So hear me. Stop acting like you have forever. You don't. The clock is ticking. And your time is now. Lesson 14. Nobody cares, and that's your power. This may hit hard, but it's the truth. Nobody really cares about your problems. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody feels your pain the way you do. You're hoping for sympathy. Let it go. Everyone's too busy fighting their own battles. They'll listen, nod, and move on. But that's not bad news. That's your freedom. Because if nobody cares, then you can do anything. You can fail. You can fall. You can start over. You don't need their approval. You don't need their permission. You only need one thing: yourself. Cry if you must, but don't stay down. Wipe your tears, tighten your fists, and rise like fire. Use that pain. Turn it into purpose. Transform your loneliness into strength. Nobody cares, but you do. And that's all that matters. So live boldly, build wildly, fall loudly. Because nobody's watching, and that means you are free. Lesson 15. Why not now? You keep saying, I'll start next week, next month, next year. But what exactly is going to change between now and then? Will fear disappear? Will motivation suddenly hit you like a lightning bolt? Will life become easier? No. If you can't start now, you probably won't start later. The perfect time you're waiting for? It doesn't exist. Life is always messy. There will always be stress, fear, and excuses. But every second you wait, your dream fades. Imagine watching your goal slowly turn to dust. Not because it was impossible, but because you waited too long. The world doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. Time doesn't wait. So why are you? Want to get fit? Start today. Want to learn English? Open your mouth now. Want to change your life? Take that first step now. Not Monday. Not next New Year. Now. Because one small step today can start a chain reaction that changes your whole life. So tell me, why not now? Give me one solid reason. You won't find any. Start. Lesson 16. If you don't like your life, create a new one. Be honest with yourself. Is this the life you really want? Do you wake up full of fire and energy? Or do you drag your feet, wear a fake smile, and die a little inside every day? You hate your job. You hate your routine. You hate your own habits. Yet you keep doing the same things and expect life to magically change. That's insanity. You are not a tree. You are not stuck. You can move. You can evolve. You can begin again. If your life feels fake, burn it down and build something real. Change your hair. Change your friends. Change your mindset. Change the way you speak to yourself. Stop following the crowd. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to create. You don't need to hit rock bottom. You don't need anyone's permission. You just need one decision. I refuse to live a life that doesn't feel like mine. You are not a victim. You are the artist. And life is your canvas. So paint something unforgettable. Lesson 17, Expectations, the Prison of Dreams. Let me tell you about my friend, Nick. He's smart, talented, passionate, but he's stuck in a job he hates. He wakes up tired and goes to bed numb. He once told me, "This isn't what I wanted." So I asked, "Then why are you still doing it?" He said, "Because that's what my parents expect. That's what society expects. And I'm afraid people will laugh if I leave." Let me be clear. Living for others will slowly kill your spirit. They'll build a box for your life. And if you stay inside it, you'll slowly forget who you are. You'll smile in front of others and cry when no one's looking. You'll feel like a stranger in your own life. Is that what you want? You weren't born to fulfill someone else's dream. You were born to chase your own. And sometimes that means disappointing people, saying no, walking alone. But it's better to walk your path alone than live someone else's version of happiness. Break the box. Drop the mask. Live for you. This life is yours. Not your parents', not your culture's, not your society's. Yours. Lesson 18. Your pain is power if you stop hiding it. You've been through things. Things you never talk about. Things that broke you silently. Maybe you've cried alone. Maybe people think you're fine, but inside you're falling apart. You've been betrayed, ignored, laughed at, rejected, and now you carry all that pain like a secret weight on your back. But listen closely. Your pain isn't your weakness. It's your weapon. You survived it. You're still here. You still wake up. You still try. That means you are strong. Stronger than you realize. But the key is to stop hiding it. Speak it. Share it. Write it. Use it. Because your scars don't make you less. They make you real. And someone out there needs your story to believe in their own healing. Lesson 18. Rewritten your pain is not a curse. It's a catalyst. You feel that ache inside? That weight on your chest? Good. Because that pain, it can break you, or it can build you. You choose. Most people run from pain. They hide behind distractions, behind fake smiles, behind, "I'm fine." But the strongest ones? They don't run. They face it. They feel it. And then they rise with it. They turn pain into power. They say, "That heartbreak taught me to respect myself. That failure made me fearless. That rejection, it built my resilience." Don't bury your pain. Wear it like armor. Because you're still here. You're still breathing. And that means you're stronger than whatever tried to destroy you. So use it. Write with it. Lift with it. Build with it. Speak with it. Turn your pain into something beautiful, something powerful, something unbreakable. Because you're not broken. You're just under construction. And never forget, the darkest nights give birth to the brightest stars. Let pain sharpen you, not silence you. Lesson 19. Starve your distractions. Feed your focus. Inside your mind, there are two wolves. One is called distraction. The other is called focus. Only one survives, and it's the one you feed. Every time you scroll endlessly, every time you binge-watch nonsense, every time you put off your goals, you're feeding distraction. And with every bite, your dreams get weaker. But when you read, when you learn, when you show up even when it's hard, you're feeding focus. And focus? That's the gateway to greatness. Let's be real. Success isn't about magic. It's about math. 1 hour of deep focus every day equals 365 hours a year. That's 9 full work weeks. That's the difference between maybe one day and I made it. So here's what to do. Turn off your phone. Block the noise. Cut the time wasters. Set ruthless boundaries. And get to work. You want to be proud of yourself a year from now? Feed the wolf that builds you. Starve the one that steals from you. Focus is your superpower. Train it. Protect it. Use it. Lesson 20. Life owes you nothing, so fight for everything. Let's cut the sugarcoating. Life doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care how talented you are, how kind you are, or how much potential you hold. The world doesn't pay you for what you could do. It pays you for what you actually do. You want success? Earn it. There's no genie, no miracle moment. No one's coming to knock on your door and say, "It's your turn." It's all on you. You've got to stop wishing and start working. Stop waiting for a break and become the storm. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, you'll suffer. Yes, others might have more. So what? That's the battlefield. You either fight or you fade. You don't need the world to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself so hard that even doubt gets scared. Wake up early. Train harder. Outwork everyone in the room. Suffer with purpose. Bleed with pride. Because one day when they ask, "How did you do it?" you'll say, "I stopped asking life to be easy, and I started demanding more from myself." You want a crown? Earn it. With blood. With sweat. With obsession. That's the price. Pay it. Final message. You're not finished yet. Maybe right now you're hurting. Your mind's tired. Your heart's heavy. Your money's low. Your relationships are cracked. You're pretending to smile while your soul's breaking. And you keep wondering, when will it get better? Listen to me, not as a stranger, but as someone who's walked through fire. It will get better. Not because of luck. Not because of magic. But because you won't quit. The tunnel may be long. The nights may be cold. But there is light and it's waiting for you. So keep walking. You're not done. You're not too late. You're not broken. You're just rising. If you don't have a dream, find one. If you have a dream, protect it. Even if no one claps. Even if you fail 100 times. You don't need perfection. You need obsession. The world won't hand you your future. You'll have to build it with your bare hands. So stop worrying about what's wrong. Start building what's right. You're not weak. You're warming up. You're not invisible. You're unstoppable. You are not just a person. You are a storm. And when you finally rise, the world will ask, "Where did this person come from?" And you'll say, "I came from the fire. I came from the pain. And I made it." So stand tall. Wipe your tears. Fix your posture. And start walking again. Because your future is calling. Your greatness is waiting. And your dream? It's out there. Go get it. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed our recording, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel so you don't miss any future audiobooks.